So you're going to need something to sit on, so maybe a bolster, some pillows to fold up, maybe on a chair so that we can raise the hips so that we can have a nice long spine, and that way we've got a lot more room in the lungs to breathe. And wear something comfortable so that you're able to sit in a nice easy pose, and maybe light some candles. You can't see them, but see if you can make this a ritual so that we're not rushing through this practice. We're actually taking our time to be with ourselves and give ourselves this space, this time to really allow the breath to soften and relax, especially if you're in a stressed state currently. So this is called box breathing or square breathing, and it's where we have equal inhale, breath retention, so we pause the breath, we exhale, and then we have a breath retention after the exhale. So it creates the shape of a box or a square, and it gives you, what I find really useful, it gives you something to visualize when you breathe. So I like to imagine that I'm breathing up the side, holding my breath along the top, exhaling down the side and holding along the bottom. So we're going to see if we can try and do a count of 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. And this breath, I find, is a very balancing breath, and is also, because of the breath retention, can help distract the mind because we've got something to concentrate on, we've got the counting to concentrate on, so it helps to distract our monkey mind. It's also really great to help us notice where we're holding tension in the body so that we can help release that tension. And it's really helpful for directing and creating space for prana, life force, our life force energy, so it can flow more freely. And this is something that I'm going to do a workshop on in a couple of weeks on the 18th of October. So if anyone wants to join me for that, you can sign up using the link in the description. So check that out afterwards. Okay, so first of all, we're just going to warm up the body. So just get yourself comfortable. We're going to roll the shoulders back and down. Lift through the crown of the head, but drop the chin slightly just so that you've got a nice long neck. And if you want to sit in this kind of easy pose, so a kind of tripod shape, with the hips higher than the knees and the feet in front of the groin, or you can sit on your bolster, sit on your chair, whatever works for you. And just start to bring your awareness to your breath. Don't change it, just bring your awareness to it. Notice where you're breathing. Maybe you want to place a hand on your chest and on your belly. Notice if your chest rises or your belly rises. If you find that your chest is rising and your belly isn't, then we're activating our sympathetic nervous system. So we really want to see if we can eventually and slowly just take our breath down towards the belly. So maybe just placing the hands on the belly. And this is why it's nice to have joggers on, PJs on, whatever that isn't going to restrict you in your belly. And allow yourself to expand through the belly, because this is going to help to activate the diaphragm, the main breathing muscle. And so when we breathe, maybe see if you can start to take your breath down into the belly and down towards the pelvic floor. So it's a downward movement. You'll feel some outward movement, but see if you can feel that downward movement also, because that way the diaphragm's coming down, creating space for the lungs. And when we breathe out, the diaphragm moves up and then helps to squeeze that air out of the lungs. So taking just a few more moments to allow your breath to soften. Can you soften through your face, through your jaw, through your neck, through through your shoulders. Breathing in and out through the nose if you can, or in through the nose and out through the mouth. Feel the belly expand on the inhale and deflate, contract on the exhale. And this way, with the downward and upward movement, we have this spinal integrity, so we're not kind of breathing out and we've got this kind of movement going on. We're nice and still, the breath moves, the body's still. But we're going to do a little bit of movement just to warm the body up, so we're creating this space for us to breathe a little bit more deeply. So first of all, we're going to drop the chin on the exhale, excuse me. And we're going to start to circle the chin over towards one shoulder as we start to inhale up towards the ceiling. Try not to overarch too much on the back of the neck. Start to bring the chin over towards the other shoulder. As we exhale down, bringing the chin back to the chest. So we're syncing our movement with our breath, inhaling up. If that feels good, you can do it the other way if you would like. Just find that as we expand, we inhale, and as we contract, we exhale. We'll do one more in this direction. Inhaling up. Nice big circles, releasing tension through the neck, through the shoulders. And when the chin reaches the chest, we're going to pause. And we'll go back, or go in the other direction, inhaling up. Exhaling down. Maybe the eyes are closed. Take your awareness inwards. 2 more. See if you can release a little bit more through the shoulders. 1 more. And when your chin reaches the chest, we come back to center. I'm going to rotate the shoulders, so bringing them forward, up, back and down, creating nice circles with the shoulders, maybe getting a little bit of movement through the chest and the belly and the spine. Breathing as you go, maybe inhaling as you come up, exhaling as you come down. We'll do 1 more in this direction. And then we'll go backwards. So back, up, forward, down. Breathing as you go. Try and release that tension through the face. Little half smile, although that can be irritating when someone says that to you. That little half smile is activating the vagus nerve, the wandering nerve. Okay, and come back to center. We're going to, maybe you want to move your bolster if you're sitting on that, and we're going to place right fingertips down on the ground and lift left arm up towards the ceiling, and we're going to move over towards the side on your exhale. See if you can ground down through the left side. Nice long spine, head in line with the spine. Reach those fingertips towards the corner of the room. We're compressing through one lung and opening through the other. On your next inhale, we're going to come up and exhale down. And we'll alternate. So inhale, right arm up towards the ceiling, left fingertips down. Exhale over towards the side. Breathing here, find space through the other lung and compressing through the opposite side. On your next inhale, we come up, exhale down. Beautiful. We're going to come back onto our bolster or our pillows, maybe just alternating the legs or swapping them over, give them a little bounce. Okay, we're going to start our breath work, our breathing technique. So again, just making sure you've got a nice stable base. This helps to allow us to concentrate on what it is that we're doing, as opposed to if we're just sitting cross-legged, then we're not going to focus on our practice. We're going to be focusing on how uncomfortable it is in our legs. So making sure we've got a nice stable base. Our hips are higher than our knees. And we've got a nice long spine. So again, just rolling the shoulders back and down. Start to bring your awareness back to your breath. And we're going to do 5 rounds. Take an inhale and an exhale. On your next inhale, we're going to breathe up the side of the square to the count of 4. Hold along the top, 2, 3, 4. Exhale down the side. Hold along the bottom. We go again, so we inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. We go again, so inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold. We go again, inhale, hold, exhale, hold. One more time, inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Come back to an easy breath. Just notice how you feel in the body, in the mind, with your breath. Any emotions that might arise. How does your energy feel? And if it feels comfortable, we're going to go for another 5 rounds. So take an inhale and an exhale. And we're going to inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Inhale, 2 more. Hold, exhale, hold. 1 more. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Come back to an easy breath. Again, just have a little check-in. Notice how you feel. And you finished your practice for today. Amazing. Maybe go and journal on your experience and drop me a comment on how you're feeling. And thank you very much for joining me for your practice today.